So one of the topics on Friday's test is going to be rotated conic sections. So some of the general things you need to know about this are, in the general form, as you can see here, it's the ax squared plus bxy, etc. Cosine of 2 theta is a minus c over b. X is equal to x prime cosine theta minus y prime sine theta, and y is equal to x prime sine theta plus y prime cosine theta. Alright, so we're going to do the problem 3xy minus 4y squared plus 18 equals 0. So we start off with doing cosine of 2 theta equals a minus c over b. So cotangent, did I say cosine? Alright, I meant cotangent. Cotangent of 2 theta equals a, which is 0, minus c, which is negative 4. So 0 minus negative 4 over 3, because b is the 3xy term. So cotangent of 2 theta equals 4 over 3. Now that's not something like, in easier problems, it would be cotangent of 2 theta equals something where it would just give you a normal value, like 45 degrees or something. This is not like that. So what we would need to do is change it from cotangent of 2 theta into tangent of theta. And so we know that tangent of 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta. So cotangent of 2 theta is just the opposite of that. So it's 1 minus tangent squared theta over 2 tan theta equals 4 over 3. So now you just solve that. So you got 8 tan theta equals 3 minus 3 tan squared theta. You got 3 tan squared theta plus 8 tan theta minus 3 equals 0. And then you could factor that to get 3 tangent of theta minus 1 and tangent of theta plus 3 equals 0. So tangent of theta is 1/3 or negative 3. Now we don't use the negative value, we use the positive value. So we're going to remember for this problem, tangent of theta is 1/3. Alright. Now that we know that tangent of theta is 1/3, we could start changing the x's and y's in the original equation into the x primes and y primes using the equations x equals x prime cosine minus y prime sine, those. Alright, so if you need help with this, you draw a little triangle. That's theta, so tangent of theta opposite over adjacent, so 1/3, and this is root 10. So cosine of theta is 3 over root 10, and then sine of theta equals 1 over root 10. Alright, so now you plug those into the equations, which is x equals x prime cosine of theta minus y prime sine of theta. So that would become x equals x prime times 3 over root 10 minus y prime 1 over root 10. And the same thing for the y. Y equals x prime 1 over root 10 minus y prime 3 over root 10. Alright. Now you have what x and y are, so you could plug them into this equation. Okay, so now you plug in your two x and y into the original equation. So we have 3 times 3x prime minus y prime over root 10 times x prime plus 3y prime over root 10 minus 4 times x prime plus 3y prime root 10 squared plus 18 equals 0. Alright, so now from here, you just solve it, and I don't think I need to do all that. That's just going to take a while. So yeah, you just solve it and blah blah. You get it down to 5x prime squared minus 45 y prime squared equals 180. Okay, so now you have y prime squared over 4 minus x prime squared over 36 equals 1. So now you got it into just normal form, so that's a hyperbola. Okay, now for graphing it, what you're doing is just graphing that normal hyperbola, but at the angle of the theta you found earlier. So earlier we found that tan theta is 1/3, so theta is tan and -1 of 1/3, which is about 18 degrees. Alright, so we'll draw a little line there. We'll say that's 18 degrees. That's going to be the transverse axis, and then that'll be the conjugate axis. And now you got y is 4, so 1, 2, something like that. 1, 2. And then x is 36, square root of that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then you got your little hyperbola box there. Alright, I'm just drawing the axes here. Alright, so now it's y's first, so it's going to be graphed with the y one, so it'll be something like that. Alright. Now I don't think that we need to label all that many points, but what you want to do is first label it in terms of like the prime. So this is going to be 0 prime, comma 2 prime, and this will be 6 prime, comma 0 prime. Wait, no, that's negative. 0 prime, positive 2 prime, negative 6 prime, 0 prime. We also want them in normal form, you know, like with the normal coordinates. So that would be, is, if this is 6 prime, 0 prime, you draw a little triangle there, and that's theta, which is the 18 degrees, 26 minutes. And the length of this right here, this is 6. So you're trying to find this thing, and that's going to be the y coordinate, and this will be the x coordinate. So this is going to be, you know, just SOHCAHTOA, it's going to be 6 cosine of theta, 6 sine of theta. Because, you know, sine of theta is going to be opposite, which is the height, oh, that's a bad h, over 6. Alright? So you could just plug those in. So this right here, this is going to be 6 cosine of 18/26, comma 6 sine of 18 degrees, 26 minutes. Alright, and it's that for all the points you need to graph. I'm not sure how many points he tells us to graph, but however many he tells us doesn't matter. You just do that. Alright, so that should do it. Good luck, kids.